Today we are going to create 10 new and original villains for the Daredevil. If you like this type of content and concept, hit the subscribe button. I do these a lot. Alright, let's get right into it. First one up is Echo Chamber. Backstory. A former sound engineer, Victor Holloway was a genius in acoustics until an accident in his lab left him deaf. Oh wow, already. That's crazy. Because you got like Daredevil, he's blind, right? So this one, he's deaf. Nice. Seeking revenge against those who abandoned him. He created technology that weaponized sound. Interesting. Powers. Use advanced sonic technology to manipulate vibrations, distort enemy senses, and create devastating shockwaves. Can mimic and throw sounds to disoriented opponents. I like that. It kind of reminds me of that Batman villain, the Batman Beyond villain. But nah, this is interesting. I like the concept. I like the look of it. I'm not mad at it, and it plays on the blind and deaf, superhero villain. I like it, like a little, a little balance. That could be interesting. Next up, we have Blood Vow. Backstory. A cursed assassin, Mirror Rays, made a pact with a demonic entity. What? To avenge her slain family. Not every kill adds to her supernatural strength. But if she stops killing, the curse will consume her. Why? See, out the gate, you knew it was going to be trouble. Why would you make a pact? See, now, all right, anyway. Powers. Enhance agility, shallow teleportation, and regenerative abilities. Any physical damage she takes can be transferred to her enemies upon touch. That's impressive. That is impressive. Wow. I mean, so she can regenerate, and then any damage she takes, she gets it. So I'm guessing if she was to get shot, right, like 3 or 4 times, boom, 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 right, she'll heal it. But then the damage, whatever that she had gotten from that attack, she'll be able to transfer it into anybody she touches. Insane. That is crazy. Blood Vow is insane. I like this. Daredevil's in trouble. This is insane. I like Blood Vow. All right, next up we have the Moth. Backstory. A former circus performer, Malcolm Tandy, developed a fixation on Daredevil's acrobatics. Okay? Envious, he experimented on himself to surpass human limitations, but it left him in a constant pain, seeking relief through chaos. Why would you test yourself? Why would you? Powers, okay, superhuman agility, lightweight wingsuit for gliding, razor sharp claw gloves, and ability to see in complete darkness. I like that because Daredevil, he got this sonar sense. So for him to be able to see through the darkness is impressive. I like this. The Moth. I can see this guy being a villain. This is impressive. The Moth versus Daredevil. That's the issue right there. I like that. All right. Not mad at that. Next up, we have Blindside. Backstory. Ex-CIA agent turned mercenary. Helena Cross specialized in psychological warfare. After being double-crossed, she developed an obsession with blindness and experimented with tech that could manipulate visual perceptions. Interesting. Powers. Can project light disoriented fields that cause temporary blindness, hallucination, or tunnel vision. Skilled in martial arts and armed combat. The whole temporary blindness is... I don't even know the hallucination may work. I don't know. It might be one of the weaker ones. Blindside might be one of the weaker. I like the name. Skilled martial arts, combat, and armed combat. That could be a fight for Daredevil. That could be. But nah, this is okay. One of the weakest ones. Who we got next is Iron Wraith. Backstory. A former NYPD officer, Raymond Cole, was framed for corruption and left to die in an explosion set up by Kingpin. I like how they tied into the actual characters in New York, All right, surviving with cybernetic enhancement, he now hunts down the corrupt, but his hatred blinds him to the morality, powers, enhanced strength, bulletproof skin, built-in sensory scanners, and a retractable chain whip coated in a high voltage current. Ugh. Dangerous. They very, very street level like. Daredevil is gonna have his hands full with this one. I think he's gonna get tossed around. Got the bulletproof skin, enhanced strength. The high voltage current, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Wow. Okay. That's solid. That's a solid. Next up we have Gallows. Backstory. A former executioner turned vigilante, Elias Graves, sees himself as the ultimate judge and punisher of the guilty. He considers Daredevil an enabler of crime and seeks to correct him. Powers, expert in pressure points, able to paralyze limbs temporarily, wields a noose that can extend like a whip, constricting opponents. This is insane. Oh man, okay, pressure points, paralyzed, the noose. I don't know, Daredevil might be, I don't know, this might not be his fight to win for this one. This is crazy. Pressure points, like you're done, like paralyzed. Like I don't think he has anything to defend against that. Ah man, this is crazy. Solid choice, solid character. Next up, we have Siren's Grin. The name's interesting. I like it. Backstory: once a renowned actress, Lena Vasquez, had her vocal cords damaged in a brutal attack. Okay, so now she's mute. Daredevil's blind, she's mute. Okay. Experimenting with biotech, she developed a device that allows her to manipulate her voice into a deadly weapon. Okay, that's where the sirens come from. Interesting. Powers: hypnotic voice that can induce illusions. She can paralyze people or shatter eardrums, can mimic voices to deceive others. Again, what does Daredevil have to defend against something like this? You want to damage his eardrums, so he's gonna be blind. And his senses are very heightened at this point. So you damage his eardrums. He has his sonar. He can get around, but the illusion, the paralyzed, shatter eardrums, can mimic voices. That's all mind games to me. That's crazy. Siren's Grin is crazy. I like this. Who we got next is Dark Ledger. Backstory: a ruthless financial mastermind, Calvin Ledger Monroe, was a top accountant for the Magia crime family before going rogue. He now blackmails and manipulates the underground world for his own gain. This guy, he's about to be the Kingpin, huh? Powers: genius level intellect, strategic manipulator, and a cybernetic memory implant, allowing him to recall and predict financial patterns with inhuman precision. Okay, so he's the money man. I mean, I can see this as being, he could be in the story. I don't see him being like one of the main villains, but he can be a face. You can have your group of villains. I think he is a support character. I don't see him being the lead, see him being too much of a problem. He's a problem when he's with people. You know what I'm saying? He's that extra. So, okay. Not mad at that. Red Veil. Backstory: a former nun. Okay, so Matt Murdock, he's church boy, Catholic. So you got a former nun who lost her faith after witnessing corruption within the church. Wow. Sister Marianne now acts as a vigilante executioner. What? Believing she is purging the world of sin. This is already in the making of a series for a comic. I like Red Veil. Powers: highly trained in various fighting styles, can enter a trance-like state that increases her pain tolerance, wields poisonous needles, and a pair of iron-plated rosary whips. She got the weapons. She got the state that she goes into where her pain tolerance will go up. She's skilled in fighting. Yeah. Daredevil and Red Veil, that has to go down. That has to go down. I like and the way the way it looks like this character, that's perfect. That's perfect. Last but not least, we have King Rat. Backstory. Formerly a sewer dweller outcast, Nico Ramos was exposed to experimental chemicals dumped by criminal organizations. The toxins mutated him, heightened his senses, and making him a leader of the underground. Who's this, Master Splinter? It kind of sound like Master Splinter right now. Powers, enhanced strength, reflex, and ability to control and communicate with rats. His bite carries a fast acting neurotoxin. Put him up there. He is a ideal villain for Daredevil. I like this. It looks good. It looks good. You know, I think that's pretty funny that they gave the King Rat, made him a villain for Daredevil, because Daredevil, his story, it says to be tied into the origins of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? So the whole chemical being transformed, you know what I'm saying? The ooze that gave the Turtles the power, quote unquote, gave Daredevil his power. I seen a story where they said it was Daredevil, Matt Murdock as a child that was holding the 4 turtles, you know what I'm saying? And then the accident happened, and that's, but yeah, that's anyway. But yeah, so I like how King Rat is, introduced as a villain. I feel like that's some history right there. I like it. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. And hey, y'all stay safe.